Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube you can get a professional tarot card reading. Tonight we're going to do Spiritbox, Estes method, free tarot, paid tarot if anyone needs a in-depth reading or just a general or twin flame reading. And we'll just see what we get into. Maybe we'll get enough people to play the telepathy game. So I brought pen and paper. Of course, it's right here at my desk, but yeah, so that's what we're doing tonight, and I hope that people will show up. I'm going to go ahead and just turn the spirit box on, and we'll see what we get on the spirit box. It's definitely been quiet right here today. I'm hoping that maybe we can get more answers in regards to some of the stuff we talked about last night here at the channel with the spirits in the spirit box. Usually it's just random. Last night was like 40 of them trying to talk at once. But if you just found us and we are not live, go ahead and skip to the end for the free collective message, because usually there's one there for everyone and anyone who came by during the live, got a reading, didn't get a reading, came by and found us when we weren't live. So yeah, just skip to the end to get to the free collective message. It's a timeless tarot reading, which means it's good for any time you find it. And happy Sunday, by the way. Might take a break in a little bit, so I might not be on for very long, but I will be coming back if I do decide to cut the live short. Oh, that was me. That was me. I think I have a different, something different going on. I hooked some of this stuff up to my microphone last night. Played around with it. Ah, crap. Wires everywhere. Too many wires everywhere. Hey Tiffany, how are you tonight? Welcome back to the Chammy. I hope that your weekend has been good. Excuse me. I'm just setting up the spirit box. Crushing. It's terrible. I'm sorry that you're feeling terrible, honey. But it looks like you're, if according to that emoji, you're having fun crushing on this person. This is how we do it. I don't want to know it's refreshing. Why is this one not plugged in? I guess we're not plugged in. Where's the right plug? Here we go. You just want to be friends right now? That's fine too. Nothing wrong with that. Everything in moderation. Why does it sound so? Maybe the batteries need to be charged up a little more. Sorry, I apologize about that loud, fuzzy noise. So sorry. Excuse me. Hey, Damien, how are you? Here, let me turn the spirit box on. It's so loud, it scares you right out of your flesh. Hey, Damien, how are you today? Yeah, I'm well. I just have been enjoying Sunday and working, and a lot of cleaning and chores because I am, out with the old and with the new. It's almost a new year. Let's see if there's any good music we can put on. Excuse me. Are there any good spirits that wanted to come talk to us through the spirit box? We've got the red pot on. All you got to do is come touch it. I like the blue and purple button the most, but any color will do. If you can't touch the REM pod, you can come touch the Motley Crue light show ball, or you can come speak to us through the spirit box. Yeah, life is still what you make it, and that's what I love about like manifesting and the law of assumption. I guess spirit likes the law of assumption too. Hey, Ladybug, how are you? Hey, Confly, welcome back to the Tammy. I've got my XPLR hoodie on tonight for extra protection. The last couple nights have been pretty freaky and weird with the spirit box. Like it said something about a brotherhood and said something about some patriarch or someone named Patrick. Something else like maybe I need to take a little break in a little bit and maybe go over last night's session before we start tonight's ST method session, which we're going to do a little bit earlier. Sunday night, I like to try to do the ST's method a little bit early because the next day is Monday and everybody wants to get good rest before starting up work on Monday. Gosh, I know I do. Excuse me. So if there's any questions that maybe you don't want to ask the tarot cards, but you'd like to ask the spirit box, maybe we can ask it while we're hanging out with the spirit box. Well, I don't do financial questions, but I can ask in a way where maybe we can ask spirit. Excuse me, I'm having some serious allergy problems today because the red oak trees are shedding outside, and I'm very allergic to red oak trees. Higher is a new higher paying job and healthy job available to me. How about we ask, is there going to be a job where you're happier, healthier, and wealthier in mind, body, and soul? Can we ask it like that? Can we do it like that? Is that good for you? Just let me know if I can ask like that, and I'll ask for you. You there, Ladybug? Spirit, is there any spirits in the spirit box that can answer Ladybug's question? Is that maybe something you'd like to do, cotton flying a little bit? Maybe we'll ask the questions to the spirit box. You guys have any questions, and then maybe we can go over again off the phone, off the YouTube on the FaceTime phone, and go over last night's session before we start tonight's session, or I'm not really sure. I would like to talk about last night's session, but maybe we could just go into tonight's session instead. What do you think, Cottonfly? What do you guys think? I'll think about it in a second, Tiffany. If there's any spirit, if there's anything that Ladybug needs to know, please feel free to say it while she's here or while they're here. Sorry, ladybugs can be boys too, so I apologize if you are a boy ladybug. Okay, cards are up. Spirit, will Ladybug be able to find a position in their career that makes them happier, healthier, and wealthier in their life? So Spirit says yes. Definitely have something coming in to take you to higher ground in the Six of Swords. Hell, maybe it's a theme park. Maybe it's something where you help people, take them to higher ground. Or maybe you will find this better job through some kind of love connection you have with a family, a friend, or someone that you meet new that wants to help take you to higher ground. So keep your eyes open for that, because it is a possibility, okay? And just remember, you're the magic wand, keeping your head above the clouds, finding your emotional and financial security, being your own sugar daddy. Just keeping that frame of mind that it's already happened, okay, Ladybug? Keep me updated. Keep us updated. I wish the best for you. Yes, children of the light, child of the light. Spirits, are you there? Is there anything that you want to say to us? Yeah. It can be very tedious kind of work. I'll work 90 days. I'll work 90 hours a day. I mean, a week. I'll work 90 hours a week and only make $90. So it can be really, it can be really bad. It's like, what? And I'm talking about just that as my job. Ooh, wow. It just is that. Like, I have multiple jobs, right? But none of them really bring in enough. And I have to work so many of them because there's, the minimum wage here in Georgia starts at $5.25. Most will start you at $7 if you're lucky. And then they'll just keep you at $7 for years and years and years. And they don't care. It's really frustrating, you guys. It's like it's gone from being uncomfortable to even more uncomfortable than ever. And that's not comfortable for me. Like, being uncomfortable is okay, but being incredibly uncomfortable is wearing me thin. But I'm doing everything I can to change it. Change the way I think and feel and look at it as well, Ladybug, because that's going to really help the way you think and feel about yourself and the situation. Once I start turning the way I think and feel about it around, I'm bringing in that cash flow that I want to. Sometimes it gets hard for me to hold on to it, like to not hold on to the money, but hold on to the, that vibration of the income, of the flowing of the cash. But I'm just so grateful that I'm able to skim it in by the skin of my teeth, barely. Just grateful for that, no matter how much it hurts. But the good thing is, my roommate did get a raise with one of his clients that he works with, and that means that I'm going to be sleeping a lot better, for sure. Because then I won't have to worry about covering any of the bills that they cover. Yes, my skin on my teeth. COVID really, really, really messed up my roommate's life, because he got COVID really bad for 6 months, and then was not able to go back to work. And despite being able to prove that he was not able to go back to work because of COVID, the place that he worked for almost a decade lied and said that they offered him his job back and he just didn't take it. So they were able to get off the hook and finagle it to make it look like my friend did not. Like my friend was the bad one in this. Like he was being irresponsible. So he never got his unemployment for the whole time that he was out of work, because he couldn't work because of COVID, which put him into almost $30,000 worth of debt because the interest rate, and then not paying the credit that he was, given by credit companies because he was sick with COVID. And it just, so they came to serve him papers about going to court, like, pay us or you're going to prison kind of shit. Pardon my French. And so we've had to, find him some financial services that help you take your bills and consolidate them. And it's been kind of a mess, but at least they're bringing in a little bit more income for themselves, because all of it's going towards those bills to consolidate that debt from COVID. They'd probably be starving and without a home if they did not live here, because I couldn't see them going back home. No one wants to go back home when the only choice is to watch your back to make sure you might or might not go to prison because somebody else is, psychoactive on felonies that they, you know what I mean? I literally feel like my friend would not be here right now had we not met. They would be in a really bad situation. But so that's what friends are for. Don't forget, they're good times and bad. Oh, really, John? You're stunned over the last Estes method we did when you were here? How did that make you feel? What was it like for you, John? Let us know. I'm interested. Oh, wow, that's so cool. Yeah, I think I slightly remember that. I vaguely remember it. The spirit box really just said no. Yeah, I'm so happy she came back too. That was really cool. So I did some shamanic tapping today. It was pretty interesting. I haven't done that in a while. Worked a little bit on my Kundalini yoga, which I also have not worked on in a while. Which is something it's been so difficult for me to get back into this year. But I'm glad I did. I've been doing Kundalini yoga for 25 years. I don't even know why I fell out of it. It could be the fact that maybe, it's refocused on other kinds of different meditations and yoga. I wanted to explore other avenues of it, like put the Kundalini aside. Really, that's really awesome. I'm not John. Interesting. Started saying home and you felt like you were drifted back home. That's cool. I don't know what it is. I never really felt like my mom was too far from me even after she passed away. In fact, we're sitting right here in the corner where my mom went. The window that's behind me, you can probably see the sheer right here, the leopard print sheer. It's the last window that she ever looked out. And I guess I feel so much like this is my home, I guess, because this will be the last place I ever lived with my mom. So it'll be pretty weird to leave it. It'll be pretty strange. But no matter where you go, wherever you go, there you are. So it won't matter if I'm here or somewhere else. I've never really had a home, so it just seemed like wherever I may roam was home. It's always just been like other people's places. So I would have to say that this is probably the longest place I've also ever lived in my whole life. Hey, Pamela, how's your Sunday been? Not sure if Tiffany came back or if she's still there. Oh yeah, there you are, Tiffany. Welcome back. Do you guys want to play the telepathy game? Not sure what to ask or say. Okay, I'm drawing a picture. What am I drawing? And if you need a clue, let me know. Okay, so she's on the right wavelength. It is nature, but it is not a butterfly. But it is warm. And a butterfly might like it too. Speaking of puppies, I need to check on Ruby in a minute. Okay, what am I thinking? Damien's pretty warm, but it's not a flower. Well, warm, but it's not a bee. But the bee might like this. The bee might like it. The flower might like it. The puppies will like it. A butterfly will like it. Honey? No, it's not honeysuckle. There's one key ingredient that all of these things need. They all need it. No, dogs don't need nectar to live.
You take a break?
Yeah, in a minute. No, I'll eat there. No, I'm not drawing water, but close. It's like the exact opposite of water. Water would be too cold and it's warm. I'm projecting it out to you guys. I'm going to use shamanic tapping. Come on now. Come on. Yeah, it could be very close to a rock. It could be like a rock. Sure. So close, Pam. So close. Come on, Pam. You guys are so close. Don't crack me up. So, you know, it's like a flower. You know, we all need it. It's kind of like a rock. Kind of like... Close, but no tuna, John. Absolutely not. Someone already said... You just said Earth, Goofus. The world is the Earth. No. It's in the air. Yeah, it's in the air. No. Okay, are you guys want it? I'm gonna give you one more guess, each one of you, and then I'm gonna tell you what it is. Waffles. I guess the cards do kind of look like a waffle, doesn't it? Well, I mean, it's like the color of pollen. No, it's not a beehive. Tiffany, what is it? You guys ready? You want to see what it is? It's the sun. Or it could be a sunflower, sure. But it was the sun. I guess it does look more like a flower, doesn't it? So that must have been why you guys were picking up flower, because it kind of does look like a flower. The sun, yeah, the sun. So that's my goofy sound picture. Okay, so now what am I drawing? It's real easy. You're in one right now. When you hang out with me. Close. Close, Tiffany. Close. Okay, one more guess, and I'll give you guys a clue. It's cold. Well, yeah, we're kind of having a chat, but we are in a chat, but we're in a chat where? Air conditioner. God, we're terrible at this game, you guys. Okay, where are we? What are we doing? Give them a clue, Spirit. Your mind. That's a great answer. You just said people. What are we in, people? That's so funny. Yeah, well, you're right. We are in people. Our spirits are in our bodies, which are people. Close, Pam. Yes, Pam. Look at my horrible chicken scratch drawing. I can't draw better. Okay, what number am I thinking of? Nope, not 12. But close. No, it's not 34. Yeah, it was a cemetery I drew. It was a graveyard. Show you my chicken scratch graveyard. Again. Excuse me. Now my nose wants to start running and tickling at the same time. I hate allergies. So yeah, 13 is part of the number, but I was trying to make it a little bit extra hard, and I made it 313. Because that's like the freakiest number to me ever. I see it everywhere. And yeah, I used to have a friend who was like, yeah, everywhere I go, I see the number 313. And then since he told me that, like, I just see it everywhere. And I don't even know if that friend's alive anymore. I just kind of bounced out of their life by choice. Well, it's so funny because 313, if you add it up, is 7, and then 4 plus 3 is 7. So that's interesting. Can I do a color? Sure. What color am I thinking of? Tiffany got it right. Like, she got it right away. So I was like, well, I'm going to think orange, but what if they say red? Gosh, I didn't even get to guess. Okay, what animal am I thinking of? No. Though I would like to go and get my dog groomed so that she will look like this animal. No, she already looks like a cat wolf. Like, I'm about to go get her. What are you doing, little wolf stable chihuahua? Are you feeling better, princess? Princess Ruby Dooby Doo? Aardvark. I don't even know if I know what an aardvark looks like. Ow. Okay, Ruby got a bath today. Hey, what are you doing? Where do you belong? Where do you belong? Stop being rude. Ruby got a bath today, so she's so curly and puffy. I gotta brush her now that she's dry. Hey, precious. Feel better? No, not a ferret. No, not a lizard. Hell no. Fibby dooby doo. I cannot believe that the dog just swiped the playlist away with her butt. Her tail, actually. Hey, could you move your butt off of Grandpire's iPad? I don't think he would appreciate that. Lord help me. Dogs cause problems. Actually, I have a song called that. No one wants to hear that. We've had to hear that all day. He's upset because he can't sit on my lap, but she can. Snake? No snake. No elephant. Let me give you a clue. It's white. It's white. And it has two colors. But it is not a ruby. No, you can't sit on my lap right now. Come here. You can, though. Gosh, this is going to make him crazy. Come on, let me rescue you from him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. It's both of you at the same time. Careful. Yes, Confly, Panda Bear. Sorry, I didn't hold the image in my head for much longer for a very long time because I'm overwhelmed by chihuahuas. I'm surprised someone didn't say chihuahua. Is that better? You want to go lay back down? Okay, well, what about this? What about this? Is that good? The tummy rub? Your hands are shiny. Yep, I want Ruby to be a panda for Halloween. Ruby, I hope you're feeling better, baby girl. I know, it's like becoming more of a guessing game. I know, right. But we'll get better at it. Who's next? Excuse me. Is Ruby next? We all know what Ruby wants. She's thinking about a treat. You want a treat? Just like, oh, please, I don't want a treat. Just rub my tummy. Is there anything that the spirit want to say to us through the spirit box while it's open? We've had you on for 45 minutes. You barely said anything. Okay, I'm going to go put Ruby back down on her heating pad. Excuse me, childrens. Hey, it said hello. Now, if only we can hear it through the dog whining. Go lay down. Where do you belong? This is not here. Hey, baby, are you okay? Is he driving you crazy? Are you his favorite person today? No, you can't sit on my lap. I have another dog on my lap right now. You're too big. She's so happy to be in my arms. You know, and I hold Rooney all day, every day. So he's just incredibly jealous right now. Banana? Oh, nose gobbly. Oh, nose gobbly. Wow, did the spirit box just say Jack Mac? Spirit, is there anything that you want to say through the spirit box to us? Yes, when I pet Ruby's chest, it's just like, oh, I love that. It's so cute. This one's not so much like that. She's more like, just hold me. Let's try a different frequency. So if there's any spirits there, how many are there and what are your names? Are we going to be able to hear anything other than the dog whining? There were some pretty bugged out questions last night. After an Estes method, maybe I should not do tarot because it's like I'm between worlds or something like that. It feels that way when I come out of an Estes method. Hey, you're starting to give me a headache. Being a double, triple jealous boy. Just relax. Yeah, I noticed that, Damien. It keeps low pitching that. Come on. So we've been on for about an hour. It's been kind of quiet. If there's any spirits that want to say anything into the spirit box, say it now. Forever hold your peace until we come back in about an hour. Did just say, think about it. It said point. Yeah, go ahead and call me on FaceTime. Because I don't have the phone, which hopefully one day I will have it again. But yeah, call me on FaceTime. It just said do it. Or maybe I can call you on FaceTime. Hi. Let me turn you up. I got you on my dad's iPad. And I'm going to put you on the charger because I'm at 14% with this iPad.
You get my earphones.
Okay. It just said important people.
We are important people.
I'm going to take my hair down because the dog whining gave me a headache. So y'all ready to see my crazy hair?
We are important.
What are my bangs?
Very important.
Hilarious.
People. Okay, let's see.
What does Spirit need us to know right now? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The Spirit box.
Oh.
Death.
What?
The death.
I just get on and that's the first word that you say, Spirit. Take it a little easy on me. Dang.
It goes, you ready?
Oh man, no, they're not saying that.
Yeah, that's what it said, dear.
Jeez. They're ready to party hardy. Hold on, let's see.
Remember that time I went Dorothy?
Oh, God.
So scary.
Hey guys, hey Pamela, hey Damien. The shining. These people got the shining.
Okay, so do any of you have a question for the Spirit box before we... What?
Oh, what? Truth, Pamela. She does live over a cemetery. So many spirits must be coming out right now.
It just said, tell me.
Hey, darling.
What do you want me to tell you?
Who's coming forward right now? I know, Pamela, same here. I feel the same way sometimes. Well, I think they like us all. They had a really nice message yesterday for us all.
Yeah, they did.
Should we change the frequency on this a little bit? Maybe a little slower or something?
Yeah, I just changed it.
Oh, okay.
Did it just say pizza or peace out? Is anybody eating pizza?
Didn't you have pizza yesterday?
Did I have a pizza yesterday? No, I think we had pizza on Friday. I had
Oh,
a
okay.
pesto pizza. I made a pesto pizza for dinner.
Damien, I'm afraid they'll tell me who I am, so I'll keep quiet. Yeah, true that. Start saying first and last name, socials. It's like, no. Oh, right, because it does the technology thing. It does the same thing with me for my note programs. See?
Oh, that's happening to you too? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Like, you know what's happening? And that's actually happening on my computer. I'll like go to copy and paste the titles in.
Yeah.
And then I'll go to copy and paste the description in. And the next thing I know, it's like, hey, I didn't push the backspace button or even put the mouse in this position. It's already deleting and typing something I never wanted to type.
Exactly.
And there's no autofill on this computer. Maybe on the iPad they can get away with it, but it's pretty weird.
Excuse me. God bless
you. I'm going to give you a number. 10.
Oh, Lord. Wait, doesn't that mean something? Does it mean like...
So it's a Greek superstition that if you sneeze, it means somebody's talking about you. And then you're supposed to give somebody a number, and then they equate the number to the letters that might be the name of the people or person that's thinking or talking about you.
Okay, that's better than what I was thinking. I was thinking like you have like people sneeze so that it doesn't get inside of your body. So I prefer much more that somebody's talking about. Go right ahead.
Wait a minute. I've never heard of that hypocrisy.
I don't know. I think it's like a Latino thing. They say like when you sneeze, it's because you're trying to like expel some spirit that's trying to get into you or something like that. Some weird things.
I don't know. I mean, my brother-in-law is Colombian. I've never heard of that. But then again, we've never really talked about that kind of spooky stuff before. So I'll have to ask my niece.
Spirit, are you happy today? Yesterday, there was a spirit that was upset. Are you happy today?
Are you happy today, Spirit, as I play with my hair?
Sometimes that's what it feels like, Pamela. Like, you sneeze your soul out, it leaves your body. It kind of felt like that. Felt like my entire body just went into a shock, like, ding.
So here's the scientific reason why you sneeze.
Okay.
And explained by a cardiologist when my dad and I asked the cardiologist, why does the heart stop when you sneeze? Why do you sneeze? And why does it feel the way it feels? Because it was really important after my dad had his heart surgery for him to sneeze.
Oh, right.
And he had to wait and wait and wait. And it wasn't like it couldn't be the kind of instigated sneeze either.
Yeah.
So not yet, just in a little bit. So the cardiologist explained that the reason you get that tingling and you get that energy flow in this area, your chest, your heart, and your neck, everything is because your heart has an itch. And the only way to itch the heart is to sneeze.
Oh.
That's what at least that's what the cardiologist said. There could be other meanings and stuff on Google, but that's like from the cardiologist that my dad was seeing when he had his heart attack and his surgery to save his life.
Okay, that's really cool.
Yeah. My dad's a lucky mirror. It's insane that he's so healthy, fit, and amazing and well.
They don't make them like they used to. That's what we used to always say with my grandma. And also my mom. My dad. I'm falling apart and they're like older than I am. Like,
any questions that we should ask the spirit box before I take my dinner break? Anybody got any idea to ask?
Spirit, if you're there, touch the red light. They're very quiet on the red light. It used to always go off. Now it's like super silent.
I know. Maybe we helped some cross over and just don't realize it.
Oh, cool.
I mean, I did tell him that they could use the orgone generator. So here we are. Did you hear that?
What did it say?
It just said, here we are.
Oh, gosh. Really, Pamela? Dang. Her dad died 2 days after his bypass. He was 45. Aw, you miss him every day. I was angry with God when he died for a long time. Oh, wow.
That sucks.
Sorry to hear that, Pamela. May your daddy rest in peace.
Just sit
Hi, John. Is there John there? Oh, wait, no. Oops. I thought it was a question that I am not, John. Aw. Damien, don't be mad at God.
Well, she's probably not mad at him anymore. Or her. Whatever it is.
Who has a message for us today? We can hear you. Oh, no way.
Did it just say fart?
I thought it said what? Like that, like.
Or did it say fart? Or did
Oh
it say
my
what?
God, Storms.
Fart?
Oh my goodness. I thought it said what?
It did say what? I'm teasing.
Oh my God.
It's the silly archer in me. No.
Pizza again.
Put it away. It did say pizza again. You're right. Are you hungry, Spirit? You like pizza night?
I understand, Pamela. I can definitely see why, you know. Anybody, I think, would be really upset in that position.
Okay, Spirit, I'm going to give you 5 more minutes to talk to us, and then we're going to turn the Spirit box off, and I'm going to go have dinner. Wait.
Tell us, Spirit, what do you want us to know? Tell us. Cake?
Did it say 2?
2?
Yeah. What about 2?
Spirit, can you clearly talk? Can you clearly say something? Clearly.
Love. What about love?
Aw. That's a really good question, Pamela.
So, Spirit, Pam wants to know if your likes and dislikes leave with you when you are gone. Like, if you smoke, do you crave it on the other side? Spirit, do you crave a cigarette on the other? Do you crave your likes on the other side? Do you? Pam wants to know, like, do your likes and dislikes go with you when you go to the other side? Or,
alcohol, cigarettes, weed, ice cream, pizza.
Sides can be like pizza.
Okay.
It's a vegetable.
Sexy time. Does anybody want these things? Do you still like that after in the spirit world?
What? It just said we want pie.
Oh, I think it's a yes then. Pamela, it kind of sounds like a yes. They have their cravings that they're asking for certain things. Do you guys get hungry? Spirits, do you get hungry?
Well, they're telling you, Pam, that they want pie. Yeah, we wanted to ask you, do you spirits, do you get hungry? Spirits, do you get hungry?
Oh, that's weird, Pamela. Dang.
Well, Pam, if I'm not scared, you should not be scared, dear.
Damien, there's a spirit box like yours I've used in full conversations with the spirit of a man and child. Whoa, really? No way. Well, Damien, you should join us. Maybe you have that like special connection.
Oh, that's interesting that you said that, Damien, because I was feeling like extreme sadness as right after we asked that question. But, you know, we have experienced the man-child thing, too, with the little girl buried under the house and her caregiver, who has a crush on Molly, my friend Molly, who's another moderator in the channel, and who comes and visits me from Texas. She's one of my best friends.
She does have her spiritual fans, basically.
What did it just say? We do. It said, like, we do.
We do like Molly. We are her fans. I think one of them has a crush on her too, but I think she dated somebody who passed away, and he tends to show up sometimes.
Yeah.
At least as far as like similar personality types, and she seems to identify with that sense of humor, you know. Whoa, it finally went off.
It seemed like if they were craving things, that they would be jealous of the things we can do that they no longer can do.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
My vape pen is like not working properly. Spirit, here's some smoke for you.
Aww. I mean, are you allowed to do that? Storms, like give offerings? I mean, I don't know if that's like the Day of the Dead. They do stuff like that.
Yes, I always give offerings. Like today's offering is, you know, some juice or wine or bread or cookie or weed or incense or a candle or a way to talk to us.
So if we wanted to like share food or share things that are, let's say, like relatives that passed on, if they wanted, like they like things, like how do you, like, do you just say here's a dedication? Do you just leave it out? Like how do you go about doing that so that they know?
When I do prayer or vigil candles,
yeah,
I will get a cigarette out, and even though I'm not a smoker, I'll light it up, burn it a little bit, smoke around it for a minute, put it out, as an offering, because it's like they live vicariously through us. That's what I learned through my own mother being on the other side, is that spirits live vicariously through us.
I see. Okay, so they can taste it, or they're experiencing doing that cigarette smoke.
Yeah, I think it's that they're experiencing a parallel dimension, is what I know. That I sound absolutely bonkers, and it sounds crazy to say that we're sharing a parallel dimension, but they don't say the veil is thin for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but the thing you have to understand about me, Damien, is I'm not afraid of that dark spirit, because I'm going to take that dark spirit by the hand, and I'm going to take it into the light with me.
Aww. Things Scorpio say.
Things Scorpio say. When you stare at the devil in the face yourself, what more is there to be afraid of? There's nothing there to be afraid of. Because if I am afraid of it, it will only make it more powerful in me. It will only make it stronger. It's like Freddy Krueger. It is what it is, and you can take it for what it is, or you can turn it into a funny meme. Like, make your dreams come true, follow your dreams. And have a positive outlook on it. Like, you're following your dreams, like what you were saying, like a monster. You're like a boss at following your dreams or whatever. It just depends on the way you look at it.
So it's like what you assign to certain things, and then like that assigned title therefore has certain gravity to it because it has characteristics to it, and then that could either hinder you, slow you down, be negative or positive in your life.
Yeah. Do you think that when we stand in the sunlight, that you think of a woman who has a baby inside of her, do you think that baby can see that sunlight, or if it's just in complete darkness? Do we know? Can we Google that? Like, I was just having a vision of like the sun coming down on a woman who had a baby inside of her, and the baby could see the light through the sun coming in through her skin.
I mean, I feel like you can, but yeah, I don't know if that's. I think maybe that's something we can Google.
Like, I know this sounds crazy, but like, I almost wonder if I'm having some kind of feeling, vision, or sight about kind of like how the spirit box feels to the ghosts or the spirits or whatever is, like it's the light that's like it's like this.
Let me Google. Let me see.
This just said your name earlier, Jack Mac. When we turned it on, it said Jack Mac really low.
Wait, how did it say it, Storms?
Just said Jack Mac.
Oh.
Jack Mac, like that.
Oh gosh.
But we think that like Conflight talked about this before, Molly and I've talked about it before, we've all talked about it before. We wonder how much of them mimic. Like, I'm always joking that I'm Jim Morrison, like reincarnated, or like Jim Morrison is like evokes, like I evoke Jim Morrison, and like like I don't know, like there's just something about the connection that I feel with his music, his art, and his poetry. Like, so there's been times when I've been on the spirit box, and there have been things that give me the idea that either Jim Morrison is around, or someone has a message from Jim for me, or it is Jim. But I haven't asked the spirit box. We haven't asked. I think we've gotten like Pee Wee Herman to come through. Even the guy who played Jambi, his name was John. And I think there was somebody else. Oh, Kurt Cobain.
Right. So, did I Google, can a baby in the womb see light on the outside? Their vision is rather blurry, but they can see and respond with a flutter of activity to bright sources of light, like the sun or a flashlight pointed at a woman's belly. Getting outside often might even help a baby's eyes develop and reduce the risk of few eye disorders. Also, it says here, in the womb, your baby's eyes develop well enough to perceive light and shapes. Babies open their eyes in the womb around 27 weeks and will respond to a bright light from 31 weeks on. Before birth, your baby's vision is fuzzy, but even in utero, your baby can focus on objects, track objects, and see one color. Do you know what color that is?
What color?
Do you want to guess?
Red.
Red.
That's what I thought.
Then that's what you just saw.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, because it's only logic. Because what color's your blood? And what happens when you take a light?
Yeah.
Like, I'll take a light from the iPad. I mean, look at my finger. I'm not trying to give you guys the finger.
Oh my gosh.
See how I'm red? My finger's only lit up in red. You can see my blood inside my skin, so it only makes sense that it would be red.
Right.
I've always been like really entranced by putting a light bulb up to, or not a light bulb, but like a flashlight or something up to my skin and looking through it, like, and seeing that red is so interesting to me.
Well, that makes sense as to why they see red. Babies see red. Jack Mack, that would be cool if you get in contact with Jimmy Morrison or Jimi Hendrix. We should ask.
Well, yes, our blood is blue. I understand that. But still, like, when you put a flashlight up to it, you're red in there. Even though it hasn't touched air. Like, so interesting, isn't it? Like,
Jimi Hendrix, are you around? Jim Morrison, are you around?
Prince, are you there? Light is air, you're right. So we turn red. And the dog's losing his mind. Bruni! Come here. Come on. Come on. Come here, mommy. To me now. Come on. To me now. To me now. To me now. There we go. Good boy. You're so silly. Uh-oh.
Scotty, beat me up. Scotty Pippen.
On YouTube. Sorry, dog. I didn't mean to show your man parts on YouTube. Hey.
Ooh.
Did that just say red eyes?
Oh gosh. Because of the babies seeing red eyes. So it is hearing us. It's an intellectual
red eyes. What do we need to know about red eyes?
Hey, Texas. I like your smile.
How are you?
I like your crying smile. It's really cute.
My dad got me a rose today. Found it outside. Probably one of the last roses on the bush out there.
It's the tiniest one, too.
It's so cute.
Oh, Storms, are you still doing yes, no questions?
Yeah.
Okay, Jack Mack asked something. Hey, Texas T.
Will I meet my person soon again? Spirit, what does Jack Knight need to know about meeting their person again soon? I'm sure anything's possible. Spirit, what does Jack Knight need to know about seeing their person again soon?
Oh, I didn't know that, Pamela. I didn't know that some had red eyes. Don't be looking at me, red-eyed spirits.
So yes,
This is so scary.
3 of Cups. Definitely, you will get to see this person again and soon.
Yay!
6 of Swords, letting you know, just stay calm about it, cool, collected, let it work itself out naturally. Don't try to go against the nature of things. I thought I had another card, but maybe I didn't. I guess I'll just count them, make sure they're all here while we're sitting here.
That's a nice combo. Some bourbon and a cigar.
Excuse me.
Tiffany, what do you want to ask about your new friend? Ooh. Texas T is living the life. Full side life. Nice. Your brother saw red eyes coming towards him. He won't even talk about ghosts now. They scare the crap out of him. Yeah, I think that would be a wrap up for me if I ever saw a spirit with red eyes looking at me. That's so creepy.
I actually came in contact with what I feel might have been a Sasquatch sitting outside of my window when I lived in Woodstock, Georgia.
Oh wow!
There's a window next to me here, and I would sit next to the window there. But what's different about outside here and there is that here it's just flat. In the old house, there was like outside the window, there was like a kind of a little, I don't know, like a dip in the ground before it would go back up and out into the yard. And there was a big, huge, like pear tree bush thing that was probably almost like the size of the house that was planted there. A person who was about 6, 7, 8 feet tall.
Oh hell no!
Could be in the bottom of like this particular.
Oh gosh!
Thing. I mean, I was it like a valley, like a mini valley in the middle of the yard. It was a huge yard. I mean, it wasn't like some small, tiny thing. I mean, it went on. Like you could have done the most magnificent Japanese garden because it outlooked like Sweat Mountain and everything. It's beautiful. But and then it just ended in a cliff. Or if you weren't careful, you could just fall off. But I was just sitting there one night working. I looked over and I saw what I thought was red eyes.
Oh no way!
I guess fucking way.
I mean, was it big? Was it teeny weeny?
Well, I mean, it was big red eyes.
Oh, get out of here!
But it was almost like as if it was like here is the the windowsill, and it's peeking in like that.
Oh,
a few feet away from the window. So I went in the hallway and wet my pants, and and I just because my window was open just a little bit, just like a titty witty bitty bit. And what drew me to to look out the window was the smell.
Oh, get out of here! What does it smell like?
Garbage. It's hard to describe. It's like.
Is it like a skunk? Oh gosh.
Far worse. It's like it's unexplainable. And if I was to get into how gross it smells, we'd all lose our dinner. So I went ahead and went in the hallway and like I called a friend and was like, I'm really freaked out. Like, what should I do? And they were like, I don't know. Are your doors locked? I'm like, yeah, the window's open a little bit though. And then my mom was like, what's going on? Why are you in the hallway hiding?
Yeah.
I'm like, something's really creepy at the window with red eyes. She's like, I don't see anything. But what was really creepy is the next day I went out and I was like, how is this even happening? Like, even if it had been an owl.
Yeah.
The limbs of the big, huge bush that was out there would not even have had an owl in weight unless it was like a baby one. But its eyes were so far apart, I don't see how that could have been an owl.
Damien's like, you stink, bear.
But then it came back. It came back.
Like the Sasquatch feelings.
It came back, and like my mom was like, it's at the window, you know. So we decided to go ahead and just sit in the dark and try to ignore what was happening outside.
Wait, so your mom saw it too?
Yeah.
The next day?
Yeah, it was like the next night or something. And
get out of here! Oh my gosh!
And it's the time of season when like the seasons change.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was just looking for something because it was hungry. It was like between fall and Christmas. It's like around Christmas time.
Do they eat people? Like,
no, I don't eat people. Like I don't know about that, but there was definite signs of like spots on trees that were really high up, like spots on the trees that had been like eaten off, picked off. You could hear the stick swatting in the middle of the night up in Woodstock. They'll hit trees and stuff like that with sticks, I guess. But the most beautiful sound is listening to them call out to each other. Their mating call is interesting. It sounds like, in my opinion, it just sounds like angels singing.
What? No way! I was thinking something scary and like.
I know ominous. You think that, but like what that's just I feel things doesn't mean I know things, but that night it was like it was spectacularly interesting and knowing what lives in the woods. They've never talked about something that lives in the woods that sounds like angels singing.
Pamela says they have something out there that they call the skunk ape. Oh, I read about it in my Fate magazine a long time ago. They mentioned a pungent smell. Oh, do you think you could have seen that?
So I have seen the skunk ape when I was a kid because it came to our window and my Great Dane freaked out and a bunch of guys that looked like ZZ Top or like with guns was chasing it.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So I couldn't smell or perceive what was happening.
Yeah.
Here I'm a baby. I can't hear anything. So I'm just I just turn around and there it is at the screen door. And my dog was freaking out and I guess whoever was chasing it got it away from the house, but
So basically a skunk ape and Bigfoot and Yeti and Sasquatch, are they like all different types of things?
Well, I mean, I would say that they're probably remnants of Neanderthal men, wouldn't you think?
I mean, that would make sense, because maybe they're survivalists of that time and, are deep in the forest and know how to have the intelligence to make it out there.
Yeah, I believe that too. That there's more creatures out there that we don't know about. Like we're not alone.
Damien says it's not a believer. I've seen a Bigfoot or the brown hair ones. They hide. The Yeti are super smart, and the Sasquatch are black hair, stinks and aggressive. Dang.
Yeah.
I mean, so when they're like looking at you through, so what's the difference between the skunk ape that you saw as a toddler?
I think what the difference is between what I saw as a skunk ape and what I saw as Sasquatch here in Georgia is the skunk ape.
So creepy.
The skunk ape I mean, I was just a little girl, but it must have either just been a young one or maybe it was a female. I don't know, but it was no taller, or he was no taller than, the top of a screen, like a screen glass door that you open and close.
Yeah.
Whereas when I gauged the size of if it could have been a Sasquatch that was at the window, at the house in Woodstock, I mean, that it would have had to at least been 8 feet, 8 or more feet.
Jeez.
It was pretty big. I mean, its eyes were pretty far apart.
Oh man.
In comparison to mine.
So was it kind of like the size of, like, the head, was it the size of like a gorilla ape? Or bigger?
No, you would have just thought that it was a man outside your window if you didn't really take you would have just thought it was some big guy outside your window with like hair on it or something.
Oh, so this was like a giant type of situation.
From what I can remember, it just seemed like it was just some big dude outside the window looking in who didn't know what was happening or what was going on, like, or what the next step was to take, or that's why it was like probably looking in the house, because either it was trying to figure out where it was, or how it got there, or what its options were. Like, I don't think it wanted to get in the house. I think that it was more or less curious about the neighborhood and the area it had wandered into.
I'll put a no trespassing sign here.
How long ago was this? I would have to say this was probably 2010. Christmas 2010. And then probably the Jacksonville incident was, oh God, like late 80s, 90s. I was just a baby.
And Storms, I'm not sure if you mentioned one time about this, and I think you said that the fur was like a reddish brown color. Is that, or a reddish black? Is it like that?
Well, I couldn't really see what color the thing was in Woodstock. I could only see it was because it was nighttime. You have to understand, it was nighttime. There was snow outside. There was it was dark out there, out back. We did have a porch light, but it was like one little tiny porch light that you'd like just put like in a house light like that. So it wasn't very bright. I could only tell that it was even there.
Because of that light. Boots with the
fur. But the skunk ape was more red. I would have to say more like a red color.
Yeah.
And I couldn't really tell what color the other one was in Woodstock. But it was daytime when the skunk ape was out. When I was a kid.
Pamela's like, it could have been wondering what you were. I mean, I think so too. How funny is that?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It probably smelled that I was female. It probably, you know what? It probably smelled my mother.
Oh no.
Okay, it probably smelled my mother's illness.
Oh.
And probably was like, oh, there's a sick female in the area. Let's go check this out. Who knows? Who knows? It could have smelled both of us.
Got the whole club looking at her, Texas. Yep. Basically.
But yeah, I never thought about that. I'm wondering if it wondered what I was. That is such a differently spooky, weird perspective, because how many times have we run across something in our life and like, what is that?
I mean, this is the thing. I'm kind of like an animal person, Storms. I don't know if everyone else is like this as well, if you're like the Storms, but if something is hungry outside, I'm going to everything aside from rats, I'm going to try to throw some bread at it, give it a donut. If I have it, give it a leg, something like that. Right. So do you feel, Storms, I don't know, has anyone ever been tempted to just leave, some food out there for it?
No.
Or was it that intimidating?
Leave me a leg. Please do not leave me a leg. I will fire you.
just be like, here's some pizza, Sasquatch. There's some Popeyes. Here you go.
Well, here's the thing. I used to leave cat food out for the raccoons and the moles and the squirrels, because I didn't realize how bad it was for them, and I just thought it was being nice.
Fancy.
So maybe it would come by at night and eat some cat food, and we just didn't realize it till You know?
Oh, there you go. Maybe it came up for some hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Jack Mac is giving that donut. I'm sorry, it's true though.
Could you just imagine? Like, I could just see it happening. Like, hey, Sasquatch, would you like a donut? And then being
gosh.
like, huh?
Or just leaving it out there and then it comes back, like, you know how
just
they
like
do.
chomping on his donut with a thanks for the Krispy
Oh my
Kreme.
gosh. Give it a Big Mac. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean, if I was a Sasquatch, I'll keep coming back for the Big Mac, you know, that donut. Yeah, I'll come back.
Yeah, I'll keep coming back for the donut and the Big Mac from the cute weird girl.
I mean, I wonder though, like,
I'm writing a book in my head already.
I mean, are they kind of like aggressive like bears though, where you don't even want to befriend them because they're trying to like actually trap you and say, okay, so you're gonna be like, you're my friend, Sachi, and then they go there and they're like, kill you.
And they pick you up and take you away to the woods.
Take you away. Oh my gosh.
God. I mean, think about it.
Oh hell no, I'm just scared.
Don't think about it. Yeah. Oh lordy.
Like Harry and the Hendersons.
Oh my God, I love that movie. I love that movie. That movie is hilarious. They made some really good movies in the 80s. What's happened to us? What's happened to society? Let's make more Sasquatch movies.
Speaking of eating dinner, Shell, do you want to take your dinner break, Storms?
Yes, but I just want to say something about Sasquatch. You know, that particular experience is something I've never experienced again. It's something I hope to never ever experience again. And if you're a Sasquatch, you're welcome here to the Chammy. But please don't stand at my window like a creep.
Things that Scorpios say for real.
And leave that bird food alone.
All are welcome. Just be kind and cool with everybody.
Oh my gosh. Remember those, was it Geico commercials with the caveman?
Oh yeah. I like that loungy song. Storms, I see that there's a yes and no question from Priya Gupta, Miss Gupta, and I think Tiffany also wanted to ask a question, 2 questions.
Okay, what's the questions, y'all? Because I'm about to go eat a salad with no Sasquatch. So, you know, because I have a dark sense of humor and I think it's funny. When we would decorate our house for Halloween, I would always try to, you know, have something that was like a spooky Sasquatch. Because for some reason, I don't know why, but like it scares everybody. Okay, so when I got more into the virtual world of things, and I started like designing, like I told you guys, I'm into Second Life, and I like to build things there, and I like to create things there to sell them on their marketplace. But I also have a place where there's this elven treehouse city that I built and designed that's there, and it's kind of makes you feel like you're in the Lothlorien forest, but also like you're in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Or in Lord of the Rings, Alice in Wonderlandish. And you know, if you know how to do scripting or coding or anything like that, you can create. I mean, if you can, what you can imagine, you can create. That's what's so cool about Second Life and those virtual worlds like that. But nice. I actually went ahead and put Sasquatches in this elven treehouse city garden, just to purposely like scare people when they take a walk. One will pop out from a tree and go, rah!
Oh, cool.
And I sometimes forget that they're hanging around. And because that's how I feel about Sasquatch too. Like you could be out on your porch and there could just be one just hanging out in the woods behind your house. You know, and you don't know it. You don't know it.
Yeah, it's true though.
Do any of you, I also want to ask, do any of you experience like the tapping? Do you guys ever hear that out in the woods or at night when you might be outside?
Jack Mike is like, if you were to dress up like Chewbacca, I probably would have walked in. Oh God, Jack Mike, you're silly.
So funny. But yeah, so or have any of you ever experienced like going outside and you see the bark from the trees up really high on the trees, like peeled off because they'll eat it. I'll be that, so I'll be for Halloween. I'll be Chewbacca.
Oh Lord!
Can you imagine this hair is Chewbacca? Chewbacca with a rainbow.
And then you can just like make the Chewbacca sounds. They'll get. I mean, see, that's what I thought the mating sound would sound like.
Is that what you thought the mating sound was?
Yes, like Chewbacca's.
It was quite a beautiful sound, hearing one on this side of the forest and one over here do the same sound, and then just listen to them get closer and closer and closer was really cool. Aww. Closer to each other, not closer to me.
I'd rather hear that than hearing like Chewbacca screaming at each other to get closer. The cryptids.
Will your person reach out to you tomorrow? Let's see. Well, can a Priya Gupta's person reach out to them tomorrow? So I'm going to go ahead and end the live. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm just going to eat dinner, put the batteries back on the charger for a little bit so the Estes method will be strong. And then I'll be back in about like a half hour.
Oh, that's cute, Jack Mac. Look at Chewbacca date. A Sasquatch date.
We'll share down it. So yes, you will hear from your person soon. So expect it. I hope somehow that helps. Okay, guys. I'll be back in a little bit.
Tiffany also has a question. Will this friendship last?
Spirit, will Tiffany's friendship, will it last? God, I bet I should probably take some allergy medicine too, because the oak trees are shedding and it's turning me inside out with allergies.
No.
All I did all day was sneeze. I'm surprised I'm not sneezing up a storm now. Spirit. What Spirit? What? Did it just actually say Spirit? So Tiffany, will this friendship last? That Tiffany's asking about. So yes, you can trust that. King of Pentacles says. I hope somehow that helps, darling. Keep us updated.
Yay.
Yay.
Good news.
All right, guys, I'll be back in, let's see, what time is it? It's now midnight. So I'll try to not make it too long. Maybe like a little break, 30 minutes, okay? It just said it just sounded like it said be right back.
Oh gosh, she's hosting. These are literally hosting with you though. That's cool.
I'll be right back, guys. Kalanika.